Um, I have been, and hey y'all, welcome back to Kaya TV. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell. We have fun. You know, I do stuff, just daily life, riding around and getting it. It's mine, don't spend it. Anyway, I have been sitting here thinking and thinking and thinking. I know everybody been talking about it. Everybody is doing it. And I'm like, just because everybody else doing it don't mean that I gotta do it. I need to do it because I want to do it, not because everybody else doing it. Guess what? I'm doing Vlogtober. Okay, so and then the reason what my hesitation was for doing Vlogtober is the fact that I don't necessarily have stuff going on every day. To be honest, I'm a pretty boring person. I go to work, I come home, I cook, I clean. I watch TV, I watch YouTube. Like, I mean, I really don't do too much. Stuff you see me doing be on the weekends when I'm off. I'm a person that is, I'm like, okay, I work my 9 to 5 job, I come home, I cook dinner, then we go to bed. I mean, I don't hang out and do stuff because that's just me. I'm a homebody. But I thought to myself, what could I do? What could I do for Vlogtober? 31 days, that's 31 videos. Like, what can I do? I've already self-proclaimed myself as a counselor, advisor. Like, I've just made that my title. Because I feel like I give the best advice that I don't take myself. But I give people the best advice. And I'm one of those people that I give you advice if you ask me for it. I'm not a person that give unsolicited advice. If you ask, like, girl, what should I do in this situation? I'm gonna sit there and think and figure out something that you should do. Like, I'm gonna try to help you, whatever. But I get the best advice to people, and folks say that, like, you get the best advice. So, guess what? We're gonna have 31 days of advice, okay? 31 days of counseling, not counseling, but 31 days of, like, advice, things that I've learned along the way. It's gonna be mommy advice, it's gonna be parenting advice, it's going to be life advice, career advice. I could give you a little financial advice. I got background in finances. It's not gonna be that much because I don't like to tell people what to do with their money. That's why I'm not in finances anymore. But, but it's gonna be 31 days of advice. So I'm gonna give you one piece of things of advice per day. And yes, wait a minute, y'all. I've actually, and y'all know, I love my little book. I've actually wrote down in my book my advice. So, if y'all ready, we're going to start this thing off right. But seriously though, we're going to start this off and I'm going to give y'all today's advice. Advice number 1. And this advice goes for the parents, the mummies, the people with kids. So, this is advice that I learned myself along the way. Yeah, I know I got 2 kids, and I've been a single mom since the beginning of them. But my advice is you always need to take time for yourself. If anybody asks me, they would know that I always take a family trip and an adult trip. A family trip and an adult trip. Reason being is because I feel like if you take time for yourself to be an adult, to be with adult and have adult conversation and just do things that is an adult, or not do things, or just relax, you are a better parent. When I first had kids, I did everything and brought my kids, and we did everything. I mean, would go out and stuff on weekends because I was still young, 20s or whatever. But I never actually went out of town without them, and never actually went on vacations without them. I go to this wonderful church, and they had a women's retreat. So all the women, we went off to Destin, Florida, and retreat. That trip was so eye-opening to me because that was my first time actually going on a trip without my kids. And I just didn't even know what to do with myself. I'm like, I'm at the beach. I ain't got to watch nobody. Make sure they're not drowning. Make sure they're not eating sand. Like, I could just be and, have adult conversation. And I got to talk about, Dora. At that time, Dora was big. Mickey Mouse Club. I ain't had to talk about none of that. I could just be an adult and be with, women my age or older. And on that trip, I met this older woman who went to my church, and I was just like, I'm just having so much fun, and I miss my kids. I just feel so guilty that I'm having this much fun without my kids. She looked at me and said, honey, you got to take care of yourself in order to be good for those kids. There's no reason for you to be guilty or feel bad about actually being there for yourself. They won't have a good mom if you're stressed out and you haven't taken any time for yourself. Ding, the light came on. I'm like, oh my God, she is so right. There's no reason for me to feel guilty. I'm not doing anything wrong. I haven't left them for months. There was only a weekend trip. Like, really. So now every year I make it my mission to try to at least go on one family trip and one adult trip. One trip that's tailored to the kids. Let them pick where y'all want to go, what we want to do. We go on a family trip. And then I have to take my adult trip because I have to rejuvenate and revive myself as a mom. If I don't do that, I don't know how I would, last. But that is my advice. Do not feel guilty for taking some me time. Everybody needs me time. Heck, even Jesus needed me time. He went off and, went into the wilderness and, retreated. Might not have been a retreat that he wanted, but he retreated and took time so that he can be right, so he can die on the cross for our sins. Going to church now, okay? Can I get an amen? Anyway, I said all that to say, and my advice of the day is take time for yourself so you can be a better parent. Now, that don't mean go and be gone for a month and just forget about your responsibilities. But, at least take some time for yourself. But, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit the like button, which that's the same thing as a thumbs up. I don't know why I say that every time, but hit the like button. Give me a comment. I will write you back. You guys can actually follow me on Instagram. It is t.v.kaya for Instagram. I will put like a, my Instagram name somewhere here. Y'all know I'm still not good with this, but we getting there. But follow me on Instagram. I do make posts. I do sometimes do video. I haven't went live yet. I don't like the concept of live. I get there one day. If you're new to my channel, look at some of my other videos. Subscribe if you like me. But we're going to do this 31 days of advice. Okay? And hey, if you guys want to ask me something and see what type of advice I got for that, ask me in the comments below. Hit me up on Instagram. And till the next time, until tomorrow, bye.